What's going on, KC family? Alright, today's video is going to be about my first 90 days I did in jail. And 90 days actually is like 75 days because of good time. So, yeah, this isn't my first time in jail. My first time I went to jail, it was for 7 days. It was just a week. And I slept all through it, and I was 17 at the time. And so the first time I had to go to jail was, you know, legit time was 90 days. And I got sentenced to it, you know. And it was to, I got sentenced to it because I violated probation. And it was either extend the probation or it was, you know, max it out and go in there and then do some time. So I said, max me out. I'm not doing another year probation. So I end up going to jail. And, you know, when you get to the courthouse and you get sentenced, you got to get taken from the courthouse and you go into the back, you know. And then you got to wait till the end of the day, basically, till everybody rides out to the jail, you know. And then once you get to the jail, you go to the holding cells, you know, and then you got to wait a day, you know, basically, and see if you get well, you get waiting, no, you don't get bonded out. Usually you wait a day in there to see if you get bonded out or not, you know, and then you start moving in the uniform process. So, you know, after I was in there for a little bit, so my holding cell, I'm in the holding cell, and this is my first time in there, and, you know, this is, there's a bunch of guys in there, you know, it's all packed. It's disgusting as fuck, and there's fucking apples on the ground, fucking juice cartons, and fucking, like, a little brown paper bags, you know, and people are using toilet papers for their freaking, you know, headrests, you know, and people are, you know, freaking putting their sweatshirts over their legs because it's so cold in there, and asking for blankets and stuff. So it sucked. And I remember I was talking with this kid or something, and then I was telling him a story, and during the story, it had to do with the black man. And I freaking said, I said something, I said straight up, I said the guy was black or something like that, you know, and it was just a bad context at the time. And a guy from the other, like, holding cell, like, there's, like, it's the same holding cell inside the same door, but there's, like, two sections, like, two cubby sections. And he came from the other cubby section, and he's like, and this guy was big, you know, and he's like, hey, who just said that? And, of course, everybody was, like, listening to me. I was telling a story, and they're all looking at me. He got up in my face, and he was like, I should lay him out right now. Should I punch him right now, dude? He's, like, asking everybody for permission to punch me, dude. And, like, some guys are saying, like, no, no, no. Some guys aren't saying shit, you know. I'm there, like, fucking no, you shouldn't hit me, dude. Like, my bad, dude. Like, I didn't mean it like that. I was young and dumb. It was stupid, man. And luckily, he didn't hit me. So we freaking go, and I get booked out of that room, and I get put into, you know, my blues, my uniform, and you know, it's fucking, like, super fucking huge, of course, you know, and fucking pants are fucking huge. You gotta, like, tie them up, you know, around your waist and fucking put a little garbage bag strap around them. And, you know, they let you keep your boxers and your socks, you know, so if you know you're going to jail, make sure you wear some double boxers, double socks, you know. Depends where you're going. And you get booked in there and stuff, and then you go and you got to go through a scanner, an x-ray scanner, see if you got anything shoved up your butt, or see if you got anything, you know, in your freaking mouth, or, you know, in your chest, or anywhere. They give you a bin, like a bin where you put clothes in to travel with, you know, you put it on a U-Haul type thing. They give you a bin, you know, with your clothes, and not your clothes, you get one extra, like, pair of clothes. You're supposed to get one extra pair of clothes. And then you get a blanket, and then you get, you know, a sheet, and, you know, that's it. And so then you go ahead and you go through the scanner thing. You got your little ID card. You got your little name tag on you that says, you know, who you are with your inmate number. So the jail I went to has got 2 towers. It's got floors 1 through 10. 10, you know, being, you know, the most, you would think, obviously. So 2, 3, that's floor 1 is the main floor. Then you go up an elevator and you got floor 2, and then inside each of those units, they got steps that go up to, like, another set of doors up there, you know. So, like, there's 9 cell doors on the bottom and there's 9 cell doors on the top. And so basically everybody who's going through booking, everybody that's doing time in the jail has got got a place in the cells on the higher towers, you know, so everybody goes in the 2-3 until they find, you know, where you're going to be housed at, if you're getting bonded out, if you're getting moved jails, you know, if you got warrants, if you're only in there for 2 weeks, you know. 90 days is kind of like the iffy moment, you know. It's like you're doing kind of less time, and you're doing kind of almost, you know, you're doing almost a bit, you know, almost a little bit. And so they'll put you in 2-3, and that 2-3 is just, it's people coming and going, you know. You're getting bonded out, you're getting, you know, you're getting moved out of jail, you're coming from this jail, you know, you're visiting, you know, taking care of a writ or a warrant or whatever for that day. And it's just a mix of people and different types of people, and, you know, young different types of people and old different types of people and everybody. And it's crazy. And there's commissary, and people are moving around so much. You don't get commissary, you might get fucked out of it. Like, you might, you know, you order commissary on Thursday, and, you know, you're supposed to get it on a Friday, but then say Friday morning you get moved up towers, you know, to go to floor number 5, you know, and then, you know, you don't get your commissary because floor number 5 don't get their commissary until Tuesday, you know, so then you're stuck not eating until Tuesday. So there's a lot that goes into it. And if you don't got money for commissary, I mean, unless you can stick it out and handle and eat their food, you know, unless you don't have money for commissary, I mean, jail's fucking shitty for you. Commissary is the only thing to look forward to. You know, that Thursday or Friday or Monday or whatever day you have it on, whatever floor, it's like Christmas every single week, you know. Everybody does their gambling, their trading, all that type of stuff. You know, so my first time, I went up and I got on floor 2-3. And I was up on 3, you know, so I had the upper part, you know, and I went in the room with this old guy that was there for a DUI thing, and we're both waiting to go to court, you know. And so, well, I wasn't waiting to go to court, but he was waiting to go to court. And oh my God, look at that. That's crazy. Waiting to go to court. And yeah, that was it, dude. I slept through stuff. I had a shitty mat. When I walked in there was a couple guys that were blocking the stairs in order for me to walk up and stuff, and give me the eye and stuff. And it was like my first jail mood ever, you know. And the commissary came, and it's a little, you know, a little sheet they give you, and then everything's got like little code words. So like Jolly Ranchers will be like, you know, like colored candy or something like that will be labeled on there, and Fritos will be named like, you know, like Hot Chips or something like that, you know. And you got all these numbers, and you got to make sure you punch in the numbers right, and you got to make sure you fill out the bubbles right in the Scantron, you know, to get the right stuff. And sometimes commissary comes and you filled it out wrong, and you only ordered one thing of something, or you ordered too much of it, and, you know, you're out of money or something like that. And it happens all the time. It's just unbelievable. And you know, so I remember I asked the guy, you know, I was trying to order commissary. I had to ask what everything meant, you know. And then the TV down there was, if you're lucky, your unit's got a TV, and everybody, some people watch shows, some guy controls it himself, you know, and some people are trying to go to bed in the morning, and the people are watching the news on it, and, you know, it's just all over the place. And so I'm in 2-3 for a little bit, and all of a sudden I get moved out of 2-3, and where did I go, dude? I didn't go straight to freaking 4-5. I went to freaking, no, I was in... Damn, where was I at? No, I think I was in 2-3. I think I was in 2-3, and there's 2 towers, so there's A, B, C, and the D, E, F, and I think I was in like D for a little bit, and that like whole D, E, F was like all like, you know, like coming out and going, and like A, B, C was kind of like your chill there for a little bit. So I was at A for a little bit, and I was good, and I remember I got moved out of there, and I went up to floor 4-5. That means they needed to make room on 2-3 for me. So I go up on the floor 4-5, and there's, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, you know, and they put me in B unit. And this is right after commissary on 2-3, so I got a full loaded box of commissary. I go up to floor 4-5. They don't get commissary for like 2 more days or something. I go up to 4, and so that means like 2 more days or the next day, that means they're dry out of commissary. That means everybody's out. Like they're you know, trying for coffee, they're freaking doing for food, noodles, all that type of stuff. Trading in their lunch trays, their dinner trays, their breakfast trays. And so I go to 4-5 with a fucking loaded bin, dude, and I go into this freaking B unit, and I go into cell number 2, and I got this freaking, what was it? Some old Chinese guy. That's my, no, dude, it was freaking some old black guy, dude. That was my freaking bunkie, dude. Old black guy with the white stubbly beard, you know, like almost like he was homeless, you know, but he was still going at it. And like, And I put my bin on the top bunk, and I'm waiting for a mattress, dude, because some people would take mats when they don't got when the bunks are free, they take the mat, you know, and they put a double mat in them so they could sleep with 2 mats, you know. So I come in and I was out of a mat, and you gotta wait an hour for the deputies to do their round, you know, and you gotta make sure, you know, when you ask him if he does it, sometimes they fucking, you know, they just say fuck off, dude, and you gotta wait hours and hours. So I set my bin up there. I go out, I see someone I knew downstairs, started talking shit, started talking crap to him, and freaking, we're sitting at the TV, and all of a sudden I look behind me, and there's like 3 white guys, 3 black guys just chilling in the room that I just left, my room, going through my bin, just going through it, dude, just taking everything, dude, just ransacking it, dude, like almost like jumping me, dude, just like taking all my shit. And I didn't do nothing, dude. I didn't do nothing. Like, I didn't do nothing at all, dude. Like, I played out scenarios. I was like, what if I go in there and I say, like, hey, give my shit back? And they're all like, what are they going to do? I'll put it back in there? I mean, there's a possibility, but, like, dude, it was jail, dude. And it, like, I don't know. If I went in there, I would have had, like, a hard attitude, kind of. You know, I would have, like, made it sound like, you know, like I was sticking up for myself, you know, like one of those like jail prison scenes, you know, like where they go and they pick on the kid and the kid stands up for himself and like, oh, we're just kidding, man, we're just kidding, you know. That was what I was hoping for, dude, but it didn't even register, dude. And next thing you know, dude, I go in there after they're all gone, dude, and I sat on my bunk, dude, till the deputy freaking went around, dude, and I freaking told the deputy, dude, I was like, hey, dude, I had some shit in here when I just got in here, dude, and I just got out of the shower, whatever. I don't know where it went, dude. And next thing you know, dude, like, the deputy left, dude, and he just, bam, lockdown, everybody locked down. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man, I didn't want this. I didn't want a big scene, dude. I'm not no fucking rat. I'm not none of that shit, dude. And fucking cops come in, dude, and they go through everybody's cell. Everybody's cell, dude. Everybody's cell, looking for, you know, like, if they ordered, like, 2 bags of Doritos that week and they got 5 bags right now, you know, how is that? You know, it's technically illegal in jail if, you know, whatever, dude. It was just so complicated, and I got, like, 3 bags of chips back, and that was it. Out of $80, I got, like, $3 back, and it was unbelievable. And so they ended up moving me out of the unit, and I'm waiting outside in the lobbies, 4 or 5, and the deputies can't find to put me nowhere. They can't find to put me nowhere. And they're like, oh, we're going to have to put you back in there, B unit. We're going to have to put you back in there. I'm like, dude, no, dude. I just, like, basically, like, just, no, dude, I can't go back in there. I can't even be sitting on this floor. Like, what do you, come on, dude. Like, you got to feel for me. You got to help me out, dude. Like, come on, dude. And he was like, no. Next thing, dude, it was freaking crazy, dude. I told him that I was suicidal. I told him, like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna kill myself, dude. I was like, maybe I feel like that, dude. Like, you can't put me in there now, dude. Like, you can't do that, you know. And he was like, he's like, what did I hear you just say? And I was like, I think I want to kill myself, do that. He's like, oh, come on, man, you shouldn't have said that, dude. And like, oh, dude, like, now do I know, dude? I fucked up big time, dude. And now you go to the fucking turtle room, dude. So you go downstairs and you freaking take off your clothes and you get in the turtle suit and you're naked as fuck, dude, and then you go in a mental fucking, like, downstairs basement area, dude, and, like, I mean, you got the guys that are pissing on the floor, throwing shit on the walls, fucking up all night screaming, you know, calling that the lady Depp, you know, a bunch of bad words, and it's hell, dude. You can't sleep. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts and nuts. Lockdown 23 hours a day, 1 hour out. It's so special. It's like, you know, like, the 1 hour out, you know, there's certain guys that can get out and do their 1 hour out. They can't get out with everybody else, you know, and, like, it's nuts, dude. It's just crazy. And, like, you go, the showers are fucking horrible, dude. You go in the showers, and I swear to God, shit you not, dude. Shit you not. The day before, because it's a 3-day process. You got to do 48 hours in the greens, or 24 hours in the green turtle suit, 24 hours in yellow. That means, like, you're getting evaluated, and then you got to go in the, either you get straight up home or you go in, like, blues, which is for, like, a fucking couple hours or something like that, if they don't have room for you or whatever. But it's 72, 48-hour process. If you don't pass the 48-hour one, you're in there for another 24 hours. So that's why it means 72. And believe it or not, shit you not, dude, the bathroom, shower, I go in there one time, and a fucking pile of shit, dude. Like, literally, it wasn't in there 20 minutes ago. When I go in there, dude, to take the shower after the guy was done, pile of shit, dude. Fucking mental fucker, dude, left a pile of shit right in the fucking thing, dude. And I asked the deputy, I'm like, what are you gonna do about this, dude? What are you gonna do about it? And he was like, nothing, dude. I don't even remember what he said, dude. It's just they didn't do nothing, dude, because they just leave it like a what if, you know, like whatever, you know. And fucking, I get fucking, dude, I take the shower next to it, dude, right next to the fucking shit, dude. Not in the shower, dude. The next shower over, but fucking pile of shit sitting right next to me, dude. Fucking horrible, man. That's jail for you. Make it out of the freaking turtle suit. They bring me back on 4-5 C unit. First off, before I went to C unit, they bring me back on 4-5 lobby. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. Put me back in B unit. I got A, C, D, F to go into. Hopefully they don't put B, dude. Thank God they put C. I'm like, oh fuck. It's next to it, but whatever. It's different. I go into C, chill as fuck, dude. Everybody's doing like a 4, 5, 6 months bit, dude, and like everybody was like very nice in there. Everybody's just doing their time, you know. You had the freaking, dude, you had no like inmates, you know. You had just, it was all like almost like everybody's acting convicts, you know. Everybody was just acting like, you know, just do your time. What do you got to do, you know? Keep your business to yourself. It is what it is, and it was all really chill and stuff. And you know, they don't tell you when you're getting out. Well, at least I didn't have an out date, and I didn't have an out date. And I didn't ask. I had an out date. I didn't ask, so I didn't really know. I just knew I had like, hey, 10 days left, 4 days left, 3 days left, like that, you know. So usually they take you out in the morning, like 5, 4, 6 in the morning. But so this is commissary day, you know, and usually when you leave jail, you get checked with your money in your account. So I got $80 in my account, and I'm still in jail, and commissary's coming. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna spend $80, get commissary. I buy the commissary. Commissary comes on Friday. I get the commissary. 2 hours later, after getting the commissary, they said, Chapman, buzz the freaking door, you know, and I buzz the buzzer, and they say, you're being released, pack your shit. I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, pack your shit. And I'm like, oh, all right. You know, I'm not taking all this food with me. I'm gonna go eat somewhere good, you know. So I got rid of all the food to freaking bunch of people, you know. They all ran in the cell like a bunch of freaking little ants and worms, you know, just piled around me. It was crazy. I was like giving away everything, dude. It was nuts. And I ended up leaving the freaking jail, and I go downstairs, and I get freaking changed in my clothes, and I go outside, and I go across to the gas station, and I use his phone, and I call my mom, my brother, and they don't answer. I start walking up the road all the way to like different mile roads, you know, and I made it like 3 miles up the road, and one of my friends see me driving around, or see me walking, and turned around, picked me up, and drove me out to my house. And that was that. That was my first time in jail. Yeah. All right, you guys, let me know. Like, subscribe. Peace out.